if you're a revenue manager and aspire to do more, or you just simply want to have a better relationship with the owner, I think there are a few things that revenue managers, simple things they can do that are good tactics and good behaviors that I would recommend to anybody. If you have a problem, you identify an occupancy need period, or you identify a year-over-year issue, or you don't have group on the books, always try to present a problem or a question with a solution or a hypothesis. Right. What owners want to hear are that you're proactively addressing issues before they become issues. So if you're identifying a pace problem you have next month, don't just say, well, we're behind 20%. This is what we're doing to catch up. Right. Or it's not a problem because we're intentionally holding more inventory back because we expect demand. Be proactive. You need to listen, because too often I think the revenue managers often feel like they're not given their due. And so I've seen too many junior revenue managers go into an owner meeting, and I call it diarrhea of the mouth. Just talk ad nauseum. Right. And sometimes even talk over an asset manager before they even fully understand the question. And there's something to be said about a revenue manager who's very inquisitive, curious, ask a lot of really good questions. Sometimes you're most impressed by people with the questions they ask, not necessarily by the statements they make. Before I joined Ashford, I actually had the opportunity to manage on the operating side, be a revenue manager or in a revenue management leadership position for 5 or 6 different REITs, private equity groups. And what I always notice is that either a head of asset management or the COO of those companies had a lot to do. And they would ask me a series of questions, and I didn't hesitate to say, well, I'm not sure. Can I follow up with you? I didn't feel like I always had to have the answer right then and there. I would say to them, well, I'm not sure, let me look into it. I'll do some analysis and I'll come back to you. And I always followed up. And the feedback I always got, whether I was at Interstate, at Alliance, or Noble Investment Group, and before that, is that they always knew they could count on me to follow up. And so that attention to detail, I think, is paramount. If you're a revenue manager and you want to make a good impression with an owner, listen to understand, always follow up, have a high sense of curiosity, and don't just identify problems, but identify problems and then provide solutions to them.